Good morning. Good morning, everybody. You know, in 2012, Nokia made a very bold statement. When we introduced the Nokia Lumia 920, we declared it to be the world's most innovative smartphone. Our ambition was very warmly received. Operators and retailers around the world enthusiastically embraced the Lumia 920 as the Windows Phone flagship. People in the United States, the United Kingdom, India, Russia, China, and of course in Finland, rushed to discover the latest innovation in imaging, in display technology, in location-based services, and of course in wireless charging. Now, while some competitors have tried to replicate some of our innovation at the high end, we've taken a broader approach. We've expanded our portfolio. We started by bringing innovation to more price points without losing any of the aspiration found in the Nokia Lumia 920. We introduced the versatile Lumia 820, including the 822 with Verizon Wireless. We launched the compact and affordable Lumia 620. The reaction to these devices all around the world has been very, very encouraging. But it's not just about Lumia. We've also improved the competitiveness of our mobile phones business by bringing innovation to the dual SIM and full touch categories, most notably with our Asha product line. We took our investments in design and the Nokia Express browser to bring great internet experiences and applications to millions and millions of people around the world. We did this because regardless of what you spend on a mobile phone, you always want and you deserve the very best experience. Today, we are broadening that innovation even further. We are bringing elements of our high-end Lumia flagship devices to more price points and therefore to more people. We are doing this by introducing affordable devices that are themselves also aspirational. Let me begin today by introducing 4 beautiful new products. The Nokia 105, the Nokia 301, the Nokia Lumia 520, and the Nokia Lumia 720. Very important moment for us, ladies and gentlemen. With these new devices, Nokia plans to inspire more people at more prices and ultimately capture more volume as well as value in the marketplace. We're going to spend a bit of time introducing these products to you today. So please join me in welcoming our lead designer, Marco Attasati, to talk about our inspiring additions to Nokia's portfolio. Marco. Welcome.
Thank you. Stephen is right. We're going broader, and we're doing it by being better. And let me explain what I mean. In our industry, there's a lot of talk about being different or differentiation. But being different for the sake of being different is not interesting. What's interesting is doing something meaningfully better. And we're doing this fundamentally in 2 different ways, driven by design. The first is we're bringing one unified design approach across our portfolio. A distinctly Nokia approach, a distinctly Nokia identity that you could describe, and we often do describe it this way in this studio, as pure, having only the essentials, human, so it's never cold, it's always warm and expressive, and advanced, never only today's technology, always pointing towards the future. So we're bringing this one design approach across the portfolio, and you'll see that here today. The other is, the second way we're better, is by focusing on those things that people do with their phones every day. be that taking photographs, listening to music, catching the bus to work, or even just making a call. And we focus on those and make them better. We refine them and improve them. And so everything starts with these beautiful essentials. And there's no other way to talk about the beautiful essentials than with the Nokia 301. This is the Nokia 301, a beautiful expression of personal choice. You can see when you look at it, and if you were to have for example, Nokia Lumia 920 next to it, you know that these come from the same place, the same identity, the same design approach. It comes in a range of colors. It comes in single SIM and dual SIM. Color is an emotive topic, and we know that people that own and carry with them a phone of a distinct color are much more likely to recommend it to friends and colleagues. It's a source of status and pride, instills an identity, it's definitely self-expression. And so the Nokia 301 comes in recognizable Nokia cyan, magenta, yellow, white, and black. It is a phone for people who want a high-performing, classic 3G phone. Now, in terms of those everyday functionalities, we focused on upgrading the internet experience. We're including mail for exchange and an upgraded camera experience, all in a great package. And because it's a Nokia, it's also a great phone. We've included HD voice, which essentially means that we're reducing the background noise, so speaking on the phone is ever closer to speaking face-to-face. In terms of the upgraded internet capabilities, the Nokia 301 has the same Nokia Express browser as our Asha smartphones. It compresses data, so you can do more while consuming less. We've also preloaded certain links to make access quicker, like Facebook, YouTube, and Wikipedia. YouTube streaming is smooth thanks to 3.5G. And we've also added some great apps. Twitter, eBuddy, and WhatsApp. And for the first time, we're planning to introduce WhatsApp with true dual SIM support. And with this, I'd like to invite my colleague Pekka Haverinen on stage, and we're going to show you a little bit more about what the 301 can do. Welcome, Pekka. So the 301 takes great pictures. And what's important to note here is we're taking innovations that are today familiar from much more expensive smartphones and bringing those into more and more affordable mobile phones. That's part of the story today. And so we're taking innovations like Panorama Shot, which is inspired by Lumia. You know, Panorama, especially useful here in beautiful Barcelona, where you can take in the whole expanse of the scenery, of the cityscape and nature. And in this case, this is Panorama Shot taken with the 301, shown here in the gallery. We know another thing that people like to do with their camera phones is to take several shots just to make sure that they have a good one for later. And with the 301, we're introducing a feature called sequential shot, also inspired by Lumia, which essentially takes 3 to 5 pictures in a row. So you're sure to get the right shot. And let's see, even with this limited material, whether we can get a good shot here. Okay, I think we go with that. So again, you get the perfect shot. Another thing we know people do with camera phones is this, which is essentially taking photographs of themselves, self-portraits. And the best you can do is extend your arm and hope for the best, typically. What we've introduced here is a simple self-portrait assistant. This is voice prompted, so you can make sure that you are perfectly centered in the shot, and we'll allow Pekka to demo that for us.
Right, up, Okay.
And there you go, Becca perfectly centered, looking pretty good. Now, after taking the shot, we can of course upload the photo to Facebook, share it with normal means, but we know very much that people, after taking the kinds of photos we just saw, want to share them immediately, and sometimes also privately with the people that are there, with them there, face to face, normal human behavior. Now, with a Nokia technology called SLAM, we can do this very easily. Using Bluetooth, essentially, we've collapsed the introduction to the interaction just to 3 steps. So just by slamming the phones together, it's sending to, in this case, a Nokia Asha phone, and this is free. And so instead of needing to pair in any way for Bluetooth, it works seamlessly and quickly, just like here. You can also slam to non-Nokia phones. So what we're doing is taking these kinds of everyday experiences related to photography and just making them easier. And so that particularly in the case of SLAM, you're here with people that you're interacting with. You can stay focused on that place, those people, rather than being caught up in your mobile devices. Now, I think you'll agree that taking these kinds of high-end imaging experiences and making them more and more accessible is incredible in a way. And it's something that's very deep in the culture of our product making. And the 301 is a great example of that. So you take innovation and you make it broader and more accessible. But we can go even broader. We can bring inspirational and aspirational design to even more people. And let me introduce the Nokia 105. The Nokia 105 is the entry point into the Nokia brand. It's our successor to the wildly successful Nokia 1280, which over 100 million people around the world use and love. And we've applied the same design philosophy here as well. Purity, a simplicity, reducing everything, and extreme craft in the product making, and a dedication to color. So this comes in the same cyan you've come to know with Nokia Lumia, as well as black. Now, 2.7 billion people in the world are still without a mobile phone. This is a great first phone for them at 15 euros. I repeat that, 15 euros. It's an ideal and beautiful first phone. And it's also a trusted backup device if you want to keep a second phone in the glove compartment. And to just show you a little bit of the Nokia 105, we'll go to the camera and back. So it comes with the same quality and beautiful essentials for which Nokia is famous for. The bright color screen with very clear menus. It has games, an FM radio, a splash and dust-proof keypad, and of course, the flashlight. And the other thing is amazing battery life. Now, this phone has been on for almost 2 weeks now, and still has most of its battery left. In fact, in times when most people struggle to get through a day without charging their smartphones, you can charge this phone once a month and still rely on it. Essentials. Now, with these products, we're helping people do simple things better every day. The Nokia 105 and the 301 reintroduce things for which Nokia is well known. Design, durability, performance, and cameras, and bringing connections to more people in more countries around the world. And these are phones based on a simple, united philosophy. What we leave out is as important as what we put in. And so that we ensure everyone can do those things that matter most to them. Thanks, Becca. Now, the same fundamental approach to product making and design guides the evolution of our Lumia portfolio. I'd like to now introduce the Nokia Lumia 520. The Lumia 520 is a fun and affordable way to upgrade to Windows Phone 8. It is our most affordable Windows Phone 8 smartphone. And while it's affordable, it comes with a rich selection of high-end experiences. It's a smartphone for people that value self-expression. It has a beautiful, pillowy design, very human, kind of organic feel to it, feels great in the hand. And in addition to that, it has a kind of toughened glass and cup shape. It's just chopped off there, with exchangeable shells in multitude of colors. In terms of performance, it's remarkable. It comes with performance you'd expect from a high-end smartphone. A 4-inch super sensitive touch display, 1 gigahertz dual-core processor, 8 gigabytes of internal memory that you can add up to 64 gigabytes more. But the real fun begins with the experiences that the Lumia 520 offers, with the 5-megapixel autofocus camera. Now, the Lumia 520 comes with the same digital camera lenses as the Nokia Lumia 920. Like Panorama, like Smart Shoot, and Cinematograph. All of these are seamlessly integrated into the camera experience. And with that, I'd like to invite my other colleague, Kristina Björknes, on stage to show us a little bit more about Lumia 520. Welcome.
Hi there.
Now, Cinematograph is an amazing, simple thing. It brings motion, and if you like, emotion to photography. In a way, it's blurring the distinction between the still and the video. What you create with Cinematograph, and what you're seeing Kristina do here, they're fun, moving, magical, sometimes a little goofy, sometimes outright creepy. But what's interesting is knowing that you're taking a Cinematograph actually changes the way people react to photography, knowing that there's motion in there. And in this case, we've highlighted an area, created that animation. We've also introduced filters that are very easy to add afterwards, just for a little bit more expression. And we can share these memories in motion via Facebook, Twitter, and email. Another way you may find yourself sharing memories is PhotoBeamer. PhotoBeamer is an extremely simple way, with a few gestures, to essentially take over another screen, be that a smartphone screen or a larger display, and share photos. As you're browsing them, flicking through in your gallery, they will change on that screen. Just 2 weeks ago, I was having dinner with a friend. We had had a joint vacation 2 weeks earlier, and with a simple gesture, I essentially took over his smartphone screen, and we looked at the photos, him sitting across the table and me here. All you need is a modern browser. Very simple for face-to-face sharing once again. It's incredible. Moving from photography to music. Nokia Music, and let me remind you, is a simple way to gain free access to hundreds of playlists or mixes, essentially a free music streaming service. And these playlists or mixes are either selected by our teams of expert musicologists, or you can also create them yourself simply by choosing artists that you like, and then the service generates mixes for you from those. And to be clear, there's no registration required, no fees, and no ads. Right out of the box with your Nokia Lumia. You also have the option to download a limited number of playlists for offline use. And what's great here is that if you want to pin a mix that you particularly like, the mood that you like, you can pin that to your start screen, so you have very quick access and ability to recall it. This personalization is something I think very, very important and characteristic of Windows Phone. From music to mapping and location experiences. If you'll recall, in November, we announced here's the new brand for our map and location experiences. The Here suite comes preloaded on Nokia Lumia 520. And what is the Here suite? It's Here Maps, which gives you a very accurate, beautiful maps application for nearly 200 countries. Here Drive, for voice-guided turn-by-turn navigation. And Here Transit. And let us show you a little bit more about Here Transit, which I think is particularly great for everyday use. Here Transit gives you up-to-date information on public transport. That means stations and stops, departure and arrival times, and so that you can use public transport even in unfamiliar surroundings. What you can do is you can plot a route from one location to another, and the user interface you were just seeing there is a beautiful, kind of simple visual guide of travel times, bus changes, as well as walking time. So you really, in a very, very simple infographic way, can see how to get where you want to go. You can also, once again, pin, for example, your home address in your hometown. If you're in an unfamiliar neighborhood, you can always just pin your home location and find public transport or the closest bus, tram, or train to go home. Or why not in Barcelona, your hotel. All of this, and particularly the personalization that these experiences allow, are meant to allow you to spend more time engaging with the world around you rather than navigating your smartphone. Now, I'd like to introduce our fourth product, something that I'm particularly proud of the product design of, the Nokia Lumia 720. Now, the Lumia 720 is engineered for non-LTE markets. We aim for broader reach once again. It's a sleek expression of the best Lumia elements. It has a 4.3-inch clear black display with curved glass. It's really an inky black display. And so when it's locked, it's really black. And when you turn it on, it bursts into life. I urge you to try it. The sharpness and clarity of this display would normally be found only in smartphones of much, much higher price points. It has very good readability and visibility in sunlight, and it has super sensitive touch. Once again, that means it's very, very responsive, and it even reacts to fingernails. And because of a special lamination process that we've used, it has better readability from more angles. Now, it's a slim, stylish, unibody design. It's a very, very good expression of those design values that I talked about. Being pure, taking away everything unnecessary. essentially a product made out of two pieces, once again. It's human, so it's never cold. Even though it's reduced, it's never cold. It's always warm. That comes through color. That comes also through the shape. Feels good. Good in the hand. Good build quality. And yet packs an amazing amount of technology. One first we're introducing with the Lumia 720 is it's our first unibody with SD microcard support. Now, let's go back to music. Now, as we said, Nokia Lumia comes with the free Nokia Music service, so you can stream and store free playlists. And last month, we introduced Nokia Music Plus. Just wait one moment of the that we're listening to. We're also launching and rolling out in beta at the moment HTML5 support for bigger screens and browsers. And this all for less than €4 a month. Now, Nokia Music as the free service is a beautiful casual music listening experience. And if you want a low-cost way to take more control over that listening experience, you can get Nokia Music Plus. Now, the real surprise in this mid-range smartphone is the camera. It comes with exclusive Carl Zeiss optics with an f1.9 aperture, allowing in more light. This aperture is larger than almost any high-end smartphone. And because it lets in more light, we get bright, clear, low-light pictures and dazzling, sharp daylight pictures. Now, we're going to show you a few images that were taken with a prototype Lumia 720. These were taken a few weeks ago in South Africa by Christina. And these were taken on auto settings without adjustment or post-production. And the whole camera experience has been really balanced for overall performance. That means low light and daylight. Just extraordinary shots here. In fact, I really urge you to take a look at the stand of image examples on device, also printed images. These are extraordinary. In fact, we found that when projecting here, it's almost like the video projection is the limiting factor in seeing the quality of these images. Really stunning picture-taking experience. Now, not only that, let's go to the front-facing camera. We're offering our best performance from a front-facing camera to date on the Lumia 720. Our new design delivers better wide-angle images, so you can fit yourself but plus 3 friends in the same shot. That's 4 people. And so you get this wide-angle image with HD quality performance from a 1.3 megapixel sensor. These are all images taken with the front-facing camera and all projected directly from the phone. One more innovation that we're bringing is something that brings together imaging and location. So you know when you used to print paper photographs and write on the back side of that photograph where it was taken, what time it was taken, what it meant to me. So we've created an app that does this for you in a very easy way. It's called Place Tag. So it tags any picture. Essentially, these were taken over the weekend here in Barcelona. And so you can remember where and when you took a photograph. And you can turn it into a postcard in a range of formats. These are all examples of that. It's a beta application. We wanted to introduce it here and share it with you. The goal is to gather more feedback on what the formats would be like, and this way really tailor the experience to fit the structure of your everyday image-taking experience. Again, we capture information, we combine information to make something that people do with photography every day and need to do with photography every day and make that better. Now, on the 720, we'd like to demonstrate one of the newest features of Here Maps. And this involves augmented reality, or should I say sight, or live sight. So our rich Here Maps just got richer because we're really bringing the user interface of sight across the portfolio. Now, demoing these kinds of out in the world and out in the cityscape augmented reality applications is always goofy inside in a setting like this. So instead what we did is we took to the streets and filmed Christina using this, and we can talk over that. If we move to the video, please. So essentially, we're introducing a very easy and intuitive way to explore your world. This visual UI is something, visual user interface, is something we introduced first with CityLens, the application only available on Lumia. And essentially, we add site and location not only to maps, but to more and more applications. So we're bringing this view, a very simple gesture, so that you can essentially overlay and use the viewfinder to find places around you. And then you can easily navigate to those places. And here you really see the way that the Here Suite applications work seamlessly together. So you can just continue find navigation, turn by turn on the street, for example, and it's very, very easy to use. And here at the end, you actually see some further examples of place tag taken on that same trip. Once again, we want to bring site and location to more and more applications so that people can engage with their world, not get lost in the technology. Thank you very much, Christina. Now, the Lumia 720 has the same battery as the Nokia Lumia 920, but it also is capable of wireless charging with a snap-on cover. It comes in a range of colors, and this reinforces our ambition to bring wireless charging to all of our high-end and mid-range Lumia smartphones. Now, the feedback from wireless charging that we've gotten has been extremely positive. So with the wireless charging accessories we've introduced, like here the Nokia wireless charging stand, people are finding it fun, compelling, and very intuitive. Once again, something we do every day, charging a phone. All you have to do is lay it on the charging pad on the table, or place it in the stand there. Not only that, because it has NFC, all you do is with a single tap, as you're putting the phone into the charger, it launches your favorite app at that time, so you can personalize the experience as well. Again, bringing a little bit of delight and making something easy, collapsing those number of interactions you need to do on something we do every day. And today we wanted to introduce something new yet again, something that combines wireless charging and navigation. The Nokia wireless charging car holder is here, and essentially all you have to do once again is you sit into your car, tap, single tap, put it into the holder, the smartphone starts charging, you engage Nokia Drive, you just accept it, set your destination, and on your way. And particularly if you have your favorite destinations in favorites that work all across the Here applications, this is extremely easy. And again, you're charging the phone at the same time. What you've seen today are examples of our aspiration to remove obstacles from everyday life for people, to make simple tasks more enjoyable, to refine and improve those things that people do every day, be that taking pictures, be that listening to music, be that Here Maps and navigation, or everyday actions like charging. And we make those better with one unified identity across the portfolio, a distinctly Nokia identity. And as we make these experiences better, people can focus on the people and places in their world. We're delivering better experiences to more people. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Marco. It is great to push our high-end innovation to new price points and therefore to more people. To give you some more details on the 4 products that you saw, just some specifics, I'll share with you that the Nokia 105 will be available in Q1 in China, India, Indonesia, Nigeria, Russia, and other markets in the Middle East, Asia Pacific, and Europe. It will be available for 15 euros, as Marco said. The Nokia 301 will start to roll out in Q2 in more than 120 countries in Asia, India, the Middle East, Africa, Europe, and Latin America. It will be available for 65 euros. The Lumia 520 is scheduled to roll out this quarter, starting in Hong Kong and Vietnam, before expanding in Q2 to markets in Europe, including the UK and Italy, in Asia, including China and India, in the United States with T-Mobile, and also in Latin America and Africa. Prices for the Lumia 520 are estimated to start at 139 euros before taxes and operator subsidies. The Nokia Lumia 520, we believe, delivers the best experience of any smartphone at this price point. The Lumia 720, thank you. The Lumia 720 will start rolling out to markets in Asia, starting with Hong Kong, Vietnam, and Singapore in Q1, before expanding to more markets in Europe, Africa, and Asia, including India and China during Q2. Prices for the Lumia 720 are estimated to start from 249 euros before taxes and operator subsidies. Now, there's a further piece of good news regarding the 2 new Lumia smartphones that we presented to you today. Following their introduction of the Nokia Lumia 920T into China, our partner China Mobile also plans to introduce the Nokia Lumia 720 and the Nokia Lumia 520 as TD-SCDMA variants. Further details will be announced in due course, but this represents a bold step forward in our relationship with China Mobile and our ambitions to build better, more locally relevant products for China. So as you can see, with a full portfolio, we are reinventing the battle for affordable mobile devices by making better mobile experiences more broadly available. But in addition to going broader and deeper, we are also becoming bolder in a number of different ways. The first way that we're becoming bolder is as it relates to our HERE platform. We will be beginning to make the HERE suite available to non-Nokia Windows phones. So you'll see that beginning soon in select countries on various other device platforms. By gaining scale, we can increase the quantity and quality of the data that we receive and thereby increase the quality of the overall HERE experience. HERE apps will typically be first and best on Lumia products, but the growing strength of the platform is being recognized by more and more companies. There are many technology partners today for us with HERE. For example, Amazon, Yahoo, Groupon, and Microsoft. They all rely on HERE every day. And as part of our partnership with Mozilla, I'm happy to announce that HERE Maps will become available for the new Firefox OS from Mozilla. And we'll continue to push HERE further and further. We're also becoming bolder in the way that we work with developers. Together with Microsoft, we are bringing unique experiences from some of the world's top brands to our phones. Today, we're proud to announce that we've achieved the level of 130,000 Windows Phone applications. That's 130,000 applications tailor-made for the Windows Phone experience. Now, we're really focused on helping developers make money in this ecosystem. We're doing this by helping them with something known as the Business Development Toolkit. and we're helping them to distribute their applications by highlighting applications on a local basis so that the most relevant local applications are visible within their markets. Also, to support the developers, we have built the world's most extensive monetization network. Across our Asha and Lumia product lines, we have activities underway with 153 operators, 120 ad networks across 190 countries. So as people build applications and are looking for monetization, we offer the most extensive way to do that. But you know, it's more than just the volume of applications. We're also focused on the quality of the application experience. And that is why we are opening up our core technologies and APIs in areas like imaging and location-based services to the developers. We believe that access to these capabilities to the developers will inspire never-before-seen applications that will be unique to Nokia as application developers mash up what they can do with Windows Phone with the unique elements of the Lumia product line. Later this morning here at Mobile World Congress, our head of developers, Marco Argenti, will introduce a number of new applications that demonstrate this concept. These are applications that are built on Lumia APIs, and they're from partners like Burton, GoPro, and Foursquare. So make sure you check that out because there's a lot of interesting examples of how you can bring all of these interesting technologies together. Also related to the developer environment, one other piece of news that Marco will talk about is a new agreement between Nokia and DreamWorks Animations. DreamWorks will be developing interactive entertainment products exclusively with Nokia. The DreamWorks products will use Nokia's patented technologies. Our design and engineering teams will collaborate with DreamWorks' creative animation and software development talent in order to deliver some great new experiences. Using our proprietary and public APIs in areas like mapping, augmented reality, imaging technology, and smart and sensory data, we will provide game developers with tools to build rich virtual entertainment experiences. We expect the first of these experiences to be available from DreamWorks and Nokia in the second half of 2013. And looking to the future in this whole area, we plan to work with more major brands to continue to deliver new and exclusive experiences on the Lumia product line. Now, we're also getting bolder as it relates to business, or doing business with businesses. With it clear now more than ever before that Nokia and Microsoft have a unique opportunity to shift business users to a better business mobility experience using Windows Phone. We are using the combined strength of Nokia and Microsoft in the enterprise sector to take on the competition at this time. With Lumia on Windows Phone 8, we can deliver a great Microsoft business applications and services experience, connecting in with capabilities like Office, Exchange, SharePoint, Lync, Skype, Office 365. We have business-level security with full device encryption and a host of other security measures. Around 1 in 5 of the Nokia smartphones sold in the fourth quarter of 2012 were actually to business users. And today, hundreds of major companies are in the early stages of trialing Lumia as their business device. And we're seeing that translate into results already. Companies like Coca-Cola, the Mall of America, Sports Direct and Foxtons in the United Kingdom, KPN in the Netherlands, Kona Elevator in Australia, to name just a few. These are companies that have begun the process of switching to Lumia at work. We also have support from operator partners in order to make this possible and to take it to market. Partners like Everything Everywhere, Elisa, Orange, Telstra, and Vodafone, who are all ranging the Lumia product as their business-to-business hero product. With all of these things, we are clearly getting bolder. Now, 2 years ago, roughly around this time, roughly in this location, we outlined a new strategy for Nokia. Since then, I can say it hasn't always been easy. In fact, at times it's been very exciting. But without question, we have remained focused on our strategy. And that strategy is to deliver people around the world great mobile products. That includes bringing market-first innovations to people at all price points in all geographies. And we're doing this with the Lumia 920, 820, 720, 620, 520, with beautiful Asha devices, with wonderful mobile phones and brilliant colors, with innovation across here, with a new focus on the business-to-business opportunity, with deeper partnerships with developers. We're going broader. We're doing it by being better, but most of all, we're getting bolder. It has been an amazing and dynamic 2 years, and I am so very proud of the Nokia team who have been performing the hard work necessary to transform a company, indeed, to transform a legend. And today, I know that every Nokia and every Nokia fan is proud that we are now fielding the most innovative portfolio of products ever. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marco. We have a number of members of the press here, and I thought we could take a few questions. So we have microphones and paddles. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Looks like we have a question with number 9.